Well, I haven't studied that as closely. I don't know if you know, in my 55 years of living in Carson, I lived in a mobile home park up north for 5 years. I do understand that the landowners want to be able to get some return on their investment. We pass a lot of laws. The city, when I think when Councilman Santorino was on, he went up north to Sacramento to get some favorable legislation. I don't know what the answer is at this point, but somebody even said, well, maybe we zone an area that's a mobile home park, because it's for our economically challenged community. And I feel bad that if you are going to get moved out of the mobile home park, the closest you can go is to Chino or Hemet or something to get something you can afford. So it is a prominent issue. But because they're not working together, everybody wants to be the champion and say, I did this, I did. Why don't you just do a study group, figure out what can be done, and then come with an answer? It doesn't have to be a your answer. It could be an our answer. Back in the day, you say I had a reputation as being conservative, but I've always, all my votes have been supportive of the tenants at the parks. So I have a record that I can be proud of. We need jobs so that people can start working their way up to home ownerships. We need minimum wage. All these are policy issues that really the clerk doesn't get involved in. Yeah. But and maybe a municipality says, yeah, let me set aside some more, because the affordable apartments that I see now, they're like $3,000-$4,000 a month, and I can't afford that. That's not affordable. So I don't know what happened. And the problem is I don't think anybody's paying attention because they're too busy fighting among themselves. So why is this case? Why could this developer produce 300 units that are supposed to be affordable or affordable? Now turn around and you've got to pay $3,000-$4,000 for a 2-bedroom. I don't get it, but that takes a willingness to look into an issue and study it completely. And we don't need to reinvent the wheel. There are other communities, maybe not in California, maybe somewhere else, that could probably help. Do we want to create our own law enforcement? No. Right. It would be so expensive. We wouldn't have access to all of the services that the sheriff's department offers, the helicopter, the rescue team. All that is part of our contract, and yes, it's high. So what we need to do is monitor the sheriff's contract closely and say, wait, you're going a little crazy over here, you're going a little crazy over there. Cut it back. But you don't want to not contract the services, because you wouldn't get what you're paying for. I mean, Compton just went through that. Compton was its own police department, and then it went to the sheriff's department. Now there's talk, I'm hearing, because I'm very friends with a lot of the electeds over there, and they're saying, oh, well, some people want to go back. I said, be careful what you wish for, because then you're stuck with their pensions. You're stuck with every little goodie that you want your law enforcement to do. It's going to cost you. Right. So I don't think, and fire department goes without saying, they're untouchable.
So
follow the money. Just look at campaign statements of those running for office right now, those that are in office right now. I used to always brag that when we were going to a monopoly for the trash contract, and we were lobbied, full court press and everything, because one company wanted the exclusive monopoly. Well, I didn't believe in monopolies. I think, competition is where I come from. I'm a business person. So ultimately, at the last, the individual says, look, I need your vote. I want you to support this. I said, but what's good? What are you willing to give the city if I give you my yes vote? And I said, another percentage of income or what? I mean, where are we going with this? Bottom line is the individual says, well, I have 3 votes. I said, great, you have 3 votes. Go for it, but I'm not going to be the one to support this monopoly. Now, 6 months later, or whatever period of time I happen to be running or whatever, I got a contribution from them. So, I mean, you can still, as long as you're honest and upfront, you don't play games, say, I'm going to go along with this and then I'm going to change my mind. No, I was very upfront. I said if there was more for the city, then I could support it. But at this point, no. I voted no, and I still got a campaign contribution. So, it's just being honest.